EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Gun. Stop. 11. Stop.
Here's the 12th overall pick in April's draft, Jahmyr Gibbs. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now, this defense for the Ravens, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Eluding the pressure right. They'll find his rookie tight end, Sam Laporta. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Past the 20, and all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Stop.
That's caught left side by Judy. Touchdown! Jerry Judy, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. Oh, good return up past the 30. Devin Duvernay, 1 man to beat, and he will score. Touchdown, Ravens. Well, there you go. They gave up the score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Here we go.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Get set.
A toss out right to Gibbs. Taken down at the 47-yard line. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. Burrow looking to pass. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
11 mighty.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He'll take a shot for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That time he was looking for Jerry Judy, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Baltimore defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. Open, and I think the ball's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close. And it's not something they even imagine, because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning, they've got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Steps away to his... Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field.
Here we go.
And maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
That is caught by Laporta. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That's good for 28 yards.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and he wanted to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape for a 1st and goal.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Here we go.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
12.
Now Burrow. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Ravens are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
That is definitely what we call our defensive over. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
First down, here's Mitchell. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually. Right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 3rd and 4 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here's Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. These two teams all tied after one. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He completes it to Beckham. He is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 34 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here we go.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Gotta go.
Now it's Burrow. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Over the dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
11.
Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 2nd down, Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Out of the pistol. Here's Hill. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. They run over center with Mitchell. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's hit on, caught it up. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. All fumbles are costly, but that one really hurts because he had the first down.
Yeah, that's all he needed, right? But the problem is we coach these guys to try and get more, but that doesn't count if you don't bring the ball with you, does it?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll take over after that pretty clutch forced fumble as they begin inside their own 5-yard line. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Brought down on the play by Trenton Simpson.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And then he's stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
We got to keep scoring. We got to keep scoring.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now 2nd and 3. Now a toss play to Gibbs. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now Burrow on 1st down. Going right back to Wilson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First down, here's Burrow. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd down, Burrow setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. Burrow will throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Patterson's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. But trailing here in the first half still, but maybe, Charles, that'll help them get some momentum back. First the forced fumble, and then they're able to get a field goal out of it.
And down in the game, they came out and created their own opportunity on one side of the ball and did get points out of it, as you mentioned. Complimentary football right there as they try and bring this one back to even.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. But, Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And the return will stop right around the 25.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here we go, here we go.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 5.
11, 11, 11.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 65 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame.
Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And this brings up a 3rd and goal.
Here we go. 12.
Now it's Burrow. That's complete right around the 8. And in for the Lions. Touchdown. touchdown on the year. And the Lions have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 17-14.
Ravens 14. Riley Patterson to kick off for the Lions.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
Justice Hill on the return. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On second down, here's Jackson. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And they'll get to him right away as he's taken down right there at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. And nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Play action. Now Jackson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Hey, come on. Shut up.
Here's Jackson to throw. And that will be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Great run by Gibbs, who surprised me by being picked so early in the draft. But the Lions knew when they had the chance to add a playmaker like him, they absolutely couldn't pass him up.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Open man right side is St. Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll leave him with third and a full yard to go. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Yeah, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Pass complete downfield. It's Raymond. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 22.
First down, Detroit.
On one, ready?
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here we go, here we go.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
11, MT, take.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Trying the left side with Gibbs. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Here we go.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. In motion goes Raymond. 4th down to give to Gibbs. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop it. I like the confidence he showed.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And now off to the races, down the right side. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Tucker with the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
On 2.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
Complete to Josh Reynolds. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
What's your set?
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Stop.
And they go play action now. Burrow sliding out of the pocket. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And Dafe Oweh in there to get him. And that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Oweh, one of the most gifted athletes coming off the edge in the AFC. The key for him, translating that athletic ability into consistent production. Hasn't quite unlocked it all yet. Only 3 sacks last season, but the potential is immense.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here we go.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11.
And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Stop.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
11 MT. 11 MT.
Now it's Burrow. That's pulled in by Wilson. Touchdown, Detroit. Garrett Wilson, 48 yards. And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. They do tack on the extra point as well. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it.
Ryan Patterson to kick off for the Lions.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Hey, report.
Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. Here comes 2nd down. And they run the option on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. Here's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Here we go.
Open man is Raymond. He's got it. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to swell the lead to 6. Patterson's kick is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. A strong running. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's first and 10. Throwing, Jackson. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game.
Gun. Got.
Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive?